Took me a while longer because I cleaned the mushrooms. I figured y'all didn't need to see me cleaning any mushrooms, and I cut my broccoli. Don't need to see that any long. So welcome back, folks. Let's try not to burn anything today, huh? All right, let's get some onion. I'm gonna make a sauce first. Get my sauce going. I'm gonna get some onion. I'm just gonna peel that over here real quick. Are y'all having anyone watching have anything exciting going on this coming weekend? I mean, I know a lot of people are just anticipating the holiday. Oh, this meal's gonna be so good, y'all. I cannot wait. I've not had pasta in so long. Or chicken marsala for that matter. It's one of my favorite. It's just so easy to make, really. It's like very expensive in the restaurants, but so easy to make at home. So let me get this little pan. This is a pan I'm going to make my sauce in. Here's my sauce. Now, isn't that beautiful? This is from my garden. These are tomatoes. It was just any tomato that I didn't think I'd be able to eat. Went into a freezer bag. It got frozen until I had time to make it. Currently I've got about 1.5 more gallon bags. And I have tomatoes ripening still. So, but I've not had this year's sauce. This will be the first time we've had this year's sauce. So I'm going to cut a whole lot of onion here for this. It's a sauce. Won't need a lot. And it's only, about 1.5 cups of sauce, so don't need too much onion in there. But yeah, I'm going to do a side of spaghetti with this. I have some shishito peppers I'm also going to roast with this, as well as some, I'm going to roast some broccoli. It's one of our favorite ways to eat it, is just roasted stovetop. So, got our olive oil in here. Throw in our onions to saute. I think this is about a $20 dish in most Italian restaurants. It's not a $20 meal to make by any means. So it's fancy. So if you want to impress, if you're having a dinner party or something, this is a great recipe. Most guests will love it, I would say. And here, stir these up a little bit. It wouldn't be pasta sauce without some garlic. Turn that down a little bit so I can do my garlic here. I'm getting tired. I've been busy today. Did all my peppers. I did some gardening video. I garden year round. Those that weren't here earlier. Howdy, whoever's watching. Good to see you. Alright, turn this down just a little bit more. And I'm going to make a mess with this garlic over here. I don't know when they started putting the plastic on it. It's just weird. Weird, weird, weird. Alright. So, dang it. This plastic they put on here is hard. There. Making a mess over here. That's what it is with garlic. Onion's looking good there. So reserve this piece. I'll probably cut a little bit up for my Marsala too. Use some of that there. Howdy, howdy, welcome. I'd appreciate some thumbs up, y'all. Everybody's welcome here. Just be nice and pleasant. And just nice. I was thinking earlier how much gratitude I have for my YouTube channel. And I've been kicking it a while. And I'm maybe not monetized, but I get the biggest kick. So I was gonna like, oh yeah, go live every day. Now I am kind of doing that, but because I have more fun doing it because of y'all. So I appreciate it. And the community that's come to be here is just so pleasant. I really enjoy it. All right, so there's garlic. We're not going to overkill it with garlic since we don't have much of this sauce to put in here. I mean, I do. I have a lot more sauce in the fridge, but I just don't need a lot. This is a side of pasta. That's what we're doing. This is the amount of sauce. This is from my garden. Homemade sauce. So I just did this, I think a couple weeks ago I made this sauce. It's just plain tomato sauce, so I can use it in anything. It's so good, y'all. There's nothing like homegrown tomato sauce. All right, let me put our sauce in. Oops, I'm going to try and get every drop out of there. This is like precious gold here. It is, it is. Organic tomatoes, fresh out of the garden, well, fresh frozen. No chemicals. Delicioso. Okay. Looking for the neighbor's cat. This is the time of day the neighbor's cat usually comes around to hang out. All right, and in my sauce, I'm going to turn it back up a little bit now. I'm going to put, I'm going to add to it because I like it. Just going to add a little garlic and onion powder to it as well. Ooh, that was a bit. All right. That was what? Garlic powder. Oh, you can never go wrong with too much. You can never have too much garlic powder. All right. I got pepper. Sorry. Hold your ears. Still on the cusp on that. I'm not sure if I like it a lot or not. What else do I want to add in there? Oh, some thyme. I'm going to keep it simple and just put some thyme in it, I think. And some crushed red pepper. I've got some ground thyme. I think thyme leaves instead of ground. We'll do some thyme leaves here. Do our red pepper flakes. All right, and there we have a basic sauce going. Now we can continue with the rest of dinner. I need to get like a little, I need like a little stew pot that would be good for pasta. You know, like a mini stock pot. That would be good for pasta. And I also need another saucepan. My cookware here is over 30 years old. I fry eggs in it over easy. We have burnt the heck out of it in the past. And it always comes clean. It's the best stuff. Stainless steel is the way to go. All right, let's get over here on our Marsala. What I'm going to do first, I got to go get the chicken. Let me do that. I forgot. How did I forget the chicken? I didn't turn that on yet. I'm going to get my cutting board out, and then we're going to get this chicken sliced up. Trying to decide what to do with my pork loin. I'll cut it up into threes. I usually do like a roast, which is really easy. It always comes out so moist and tender. It's delicious. And I have a recipe on how I do that in my playlist, cooking playlist somewhere. And then let me see, who is that? Is that Lulu? That's Mr. Russian. I am back. I am nationwide. All right, so here we have our chicken. I'm just going to slice it. Now, a lot of people will pound it. You know, I'm not doing all that today. Why? Because my shoulder is killing me. I'm just making dinner. If I get dinner made, that's all we need. So I took one breast. Have another breast here, and we just lay it flat. Lay it flat, and then get your hand over it, and you want to press down, and then you just go however thickness you want. And slide that baby right through like you're filleting a fish. So, ask, what do you know about filleting? I've filleted plenty of fish in my life. All right, so here we go. Down through. I like to find like this. You're not killing your meat. It has a little texture still. You can do yours. If you want to take yours and pound it, go for it. But I'm just doing it this way. These chicken breasts are just so huge. Anyway, some people leave the whole breast. But, all right. Turn one breast into three. Okay, so now we have our chicken done. I need to go wash my hands because I think 3 breasts is plenty. It looks like an enchilada sauce. I hope it isn't. I'm going to have to taste it now. Oh my gosh. Did I crack out an enchilada sauce? I don't think so. So I got it where all my tomato sauces are. So here we have our breastises. Get them on a plate. And they're so big. They're so big. This is going to be, I don't know, man. I've got another breast there. I feel like I should cut it as well, but I don't know. Or I can make a chicken salad this weekend with it. Maybe that's what we'll do. Make a chicken salad. So I'll just put that to the side. I can boil that. But here we have our flour. We're going to get that seasoned. Let me mute you. All right. Add some pepper, some salt. You can add whatever Italian seasoning. You can do an Italian seasoning mix. You can do a just olive one, olive another. Use. I'm gonna put a little oregano in here for mine. Remember, our sauce has thyme. I'm gonna put a little salt in there. All right. Got that done. So then we just need to lightly dredge our chicken here. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to take our chicken, throw it in the flour. I'm not really frying it. We're just creating a little coating here. That'll give it a nice golden color, and it will also act as a thickener later when we go to make our sauce. Speaking of sauce, let me stir this. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Homegrown tomatoes. I need to buy a mill. That was so much work to make the tomatoes, but my process is getting better. I've never had so many tomatoes before where I was having to do something with them by making sauce. I love it. So grateful. And people don't realize really how easy it is to grow your own food. And nothing tastes better. Plant a fruit tree in your yard. You know. Blueberry bush. There's nothing like fresh blueberries. Oh my gosh. I end up not freezing many because we end up eating so many. When we go out to pick, they end up getting washed and set on the table, and you just go through them. And I do have some frozen, just not a lot. I have way more figs frozen at this point. All right. I thought usually they had 5 breasts in these packages, but these were just so huge. It was only a pack of 4. And again, this isn't like fried chicken. It's just a nice little, you know, like you're powdering a baby's butt. It's a nice little coating. See, it's translucent. You can still see the chicken through there. All right, last piece. Here we go. Get that out of the way. Now, I like chunky mushrooms. I don't know about y'all, but I love mushrooms. I've actually grown mushrooms for a couple of years. I think I grew them. I grew lion's mane, oyster. I've just been so busy. I actually got a bigger setup to grow them, but you know, you only have a short window if you're growing them outside. Now, don't throw your flour or anything away. You may need it, you may want it as a thickener, but you may not. Don't waste it. We'll see. We'll see what we have here. All right, I'm going to get my burner on. And turn it on the high just to get it going. Then we're going to turn it back to like a medium. Wash my hands again. I wash my hands in a hyper way, so I'd appreciate you hitting the like button over there if you don't mind. All right. You want to really use a good Marsala for this, and so you would go to your liquor store for that. Yeah, definitely go to a good liquor store and get a good bottle of Marsala. The Reese, or what's the other brand? There's another brand that they sell on the grocery store shelves, but you don't want the shelf stuff. By the seasonings and all that. No, you want this. So I've got some olive oil here. All right, sauce. My sauce is spitting at me now. I'm just going to turn it down. It's basically done. Because when I cook this tomatoes down, they're more like a, you know, if you've ever used canned or crushed tomatoes, they're almost that consistency. Or, I mean, they are a sauce, but maybe a little thicker. Right, I'm going to throw a little olive oil on here. A lot of olive oil. If you cook them with stainless steel, it's always good to get your pans hot first. Then drop your oil. Fork again. Now we're not going to cook these all the way. We're going to cook them to get some color on them, basically. I might need to put some more oil in here. Hey, y'all are back. Oops. Made me drop my fork, all that texting going on in there. What is Marsala? Marsala is a wine, and it's mainly used in cooking. I guess it's kind of like, it's a sweet dessert wine, is it? Maybe. I'll show you the bottle. Turn that back down. Here's a bottle. And you can buy it, like I said, there's a Reese cooking wine. Don't buy that. Don't buy that. This is a fine dry wine. It's from Italy. This is an Italian dish. Ambered color wine. Aromas and flavors of toffee, nuts, raisins, and other dried fruits. Rich and smooth, it can be enjoyed chilled as an aperitif or after dinner. Pairs with cured meats, pizza, and the sharp cheese. Additionally, it's preferred choice of lifting the delicate flavors of chicken, veal, and fish dishes. There you go. But I don't drink it. I use it in this dish. I used used it. I used it in a dish the other night. Yeah, I made some beef short ribs, and I braised some short ribs, and I used just a touch of the Marsala in there. Piece of chicken up here in the center area here. So utilizing the pan to the fullest to get these done. Right, I'm going to come over here. I'm going to cut up some more. I'm going to cut up a little onion. I'm going to cut up some more garlic. Not a lot of onion here. Depends. I mean, you can put as much of the little onion as you want. You say I'm not even using a recipe. Not even. This was a dish my dad used to make. Then, of course, I got to where I can make it better than him. So. He gave me, my dad was an amazing cook. And he gave me the love for different ethnic foods. For sure. I mean, Dad was making us enchiladas when we were kids in the 60s. Probably one of the few houses. Back then, having enchiladas. We'd also have, we had Koreanators, so we'd eat Korean. That's like kindergarten. Chinese, we had American Chinese. Not so much Chinese, until we went to Chinatown once. New York. Alright, stir my sauce. Dip my chicken. Ooh, look at that. A little bit of goldenness to it. That's now, it won't take as long. Give it a little bit more love. No, turn in your photos. Thank you. Yeah, I've got Feel Good going on in the background right now. So funny every time I walk over there. Because you know how she talks intermittently because she's reading comments? So funny. It'll be quiet and then all of a sudden I'll hear a voice and I'll be like, what is that? Yeah, a little more olive oil in here. So I've got I cut up a lot of garlic, but I'm not only using, most of this garlic over here that I'm cutting is going to go into my broccoli. Like I said, I do stovetop roasted broccoli. And just a chunky garlic. For the broccoli. Keep finding garlic skin in here. Alright, and then the garlic for this chicken marsala, I'm going to do a little bit finer. Like I said, some people will pound down that chicken. I don't. You know, you simmer it, it's going to tenderize it anyway. So. Appreciate the likes, folks. So, what's your favorite Italian dish? My favorite, saltimbocca. which is, you can get it veal, chicken. You can get it several ways. It's just basically veal or chicken sauteed, but wrapped in prosciutto. And then it's also finished with a wine sauce. It's very similar to Marsala. But it is that prosciutto, that salty, crispy prosciutto on the outside of the chicken and whatever. It's so darn good. I love garlic, but dang, skins get everywhere. I'm tempted to go grow some garlic this year. I don't know. I'm on the cusp still. Now I especially have room. But I don't know. All right. Come on. Put these to the side. Now it doesn't matter that I mix them raw with the baked because it's all going back in the pot anyway to cook for quite a while. This one can come out. This one. We're getting a little bit of that flour sticking, which we want because again that'll help us thicken our sauce here at the end. I mean, basically, that's all of our flour. So this is a little seasoning. Now, some people too, and this is a brilliant thing to do, some people will take their chicken, and you know, like that better than bouillon, it's a softer bouillon seasoning. They'll coat their chicken in the bouillon seasoning instead of salting it. I've seen that done. But I try and watch all my sodium intake. That's me. It's just me doing my thing. All right. Hey, Bopak, how's it going? I was cooking earlier. I made the stuffed peppers, dude. I made Italian sausage pork stuffed peppers, and I went back to my turkey gyro meat stuffing mix. So, yep. That's what I got going on. That is what I got. I'm going to move my sauce to the back here. So it's pretty much done. Bring out my iron pan, get my shishito peppers going just to get them done. I'm going to move them out of the way. Here's my shishitos. I'm toasting these. We're having those tonight with our dinner. They're chicken masala, some shishito peppers, and roasted broccoli. One more piece to put in here. I'm almost done with this browning. This browning is an important process in this part of this process here. Bring some flavor to your sauce. It's really good. Shishitos are going next. A little too much water in them. Those, like I said, I'm basically just charring those. I didn't put anything on them. I've done them where I've like basted them in Worcestershire and olive oil and put them on the grill. They're really good that way. But since this is labor intensive a little bit, then I'm just going to do those the way they're being done. All right. So our chicken's been flipped. And the home stretch with that. Let me get, my wine is there. I need to go ahead and get, those peppers smell good. Let me get my cereal I made earlier. I've just been cooking all day. I made cereal, made all those stuffed peppers, and I got this going on. I'm busy. See, and this is what I do off camera too. Y'all wonder where I'm this careful. This is it. This is what I've been doing. Cleaning or doing this. I'm not going to do cleaning videos for y'all. Alright, I'd turn that back up. I'm going to turn it back down again. All those have a little color. Except for this one, it's taking forever. Is there a piece of skin on there or fat? No. Oops. All right. These peppers are charred enough. I'm going to take those off. We'll continue charring a little bit in this pan. What was I going to do? All right. Next. I've got a cup of water here. Okay. Oh, the chicken smells so good. There's that guy there. I've got some Better Than Bouillon here. This is what I like using for my broths. So good and flavorful. So I'm putting about enough for a cup in there. And actually, I think traditionally maybe use veal stock or beef stock. I don't know. I'm not Italian. Alright, so we have this. Chicken's done enough. Now I'm going to throw my mushrooms in here. I'm throwing mine in whole because I'm being a whole. I've been cooking all day. I don't feel like cutting them. So there we go. Ooh, I got some, Tillamook. Have y'all ever had Tillamook cheese? It was on sale. Buy one, get one free. I have pineapple. I got a pineapple. I was craving it in a way, but I haven't had any yet. That'll be my dessert tonight. All right, so now we just have to saute these mushrooms. Get a little color on those. I'm going to bring my heat back up. I'm going to toss some butter in there at the end. So I'm just getting that ready. We've got our broth ready. So once these get a little color in, we're going to deglaze the pan with this broth. And well, the wine first, then the broth. This out of here. It's $5.49. All right, get my spaghetti out. My pasta. I thought I had one already open, but I don't see it. So that's all right. I gotta get my rubber band to close my box back up with once I open it. So I do. I use a rubber band to close these back up once I get them open. So I obviously won't be using all of that pasta. Oops, I'm flinging food. Just going to put a little bit more olive oil in here. I think I'm going to have to add olive oil to my list. And I just passed it by, dang it. It was buy one, get one free. Let me get rid of this fork. Do y'all love mushrooms? I do. Man, oh man. Mr. Russia, have you ever tried growing your own mushrooms? I ask because this stuff, and this is good for if you're a vegetarian, this is like a gravy. It's umami powder, but all it is like mushroom. It is shiitake mushroom powder, salt, mushroom extract, and calcium carbonate. Stuff is so good. But yeah, if you're a vegetarian, put just a little bit of water in like a spoon or two, however many it takes. But that stuff will thicken up. It's so good. I don't know if I'm going to add any in this or not. I might. I'm tempted. Because it really has that strong mushroom flavor that I love. Alright, turn mushroom. Some of these mushrooms are being stubborn. Alright. Howdy, coffee cake. Welcome back, welcome back. Bopop. Oh, Bopop. My dear Bopop. Alright. There y'all go. That's better. I don't like seeing my people blue, but I like seeing y'all blue. Alright. Open this pasta. This is a whole wheat spaghetti. Ideally, I would have had a pan bigger than this, so these could have gotten really nice and crispy. But They're actually releasing a little bit of moisture now. That's funny. All right. So, oh man, don't break on me. Oh man. I lost a flap on my pasta box. Drama, drama, drama. All right. It's about as much drama as I handle in my house. All right, since these are releasing moisture, I'm just going to go ahead and add these a little bit of onion and garlic. I'm not worried about adding these separate, though. I mean, because there's moisture in there anyway. They're all going to cook at the same time. All right. Good enough, good enough. Ideally, I would have sauteed those, but obviously my mushrooms are releasing water, so carry on. It's not going to hurt anything. Here we go in with the wine. I like a lot of Marsala wine. Got to add another bottle. I think you can get this at Walmart. On the list, I'll add it. I'll put my spices and my stuff in the middle. When I'm in the middle of cooking, I'll just put it on the counter so that I remember to put it on my grocery list. All right, so then we got that in. We're going to add our bouillon. Dang it. I should have stirred it before I poured it in there. All right. I'm so hungry. This smells so good. And hunger makes a wonderful sauce. All right. And look at that, my spoon. I've had terrible spoon and fork issues today. Wonderful. Wunderbar. So now we're just going to add in our chicken back into here. Nestle it in there, and that residual, that flour that we dusted it with and everything, and all that fond off. Well, I should scrape the bottom a little bit more. Let me do that real quick. Most of it was really already up off the bottom. That fond, as they call it. The sticky good stuff at the bottom of your pan. It's called fond. So yeah, get all that flavor up. And in there, get it up and in there. Chicken in. Nestle that in their sauce as much as you can. Pour any sauce from your pan they were sitting on back in there. Get these out of the way. Wash my hands like I do, you know, in my hyper wiper. Oh, that's the fruit. What? Where is that coming from? That's weird. I had steam coming up from here, but the water was cold. Bizarre. Okay. I'm going to wipe down our work cook space here. All right. So we have these going. I'm going to turn that down. Put a lid on it. Like so. I'm just going to let that just simmer a bit. I'm going to turn it all the way down to low. And I'm going to cock the lid just a little bit so it can release some steam. That'll help it thicken up as well. So now, I've got, and I'll toss some, what I'm going to do is put that butter in there more towards the end. Need this pan. Next. This pan, I'll get some water going for pasta. I didn't need much water in here because I'm only doing a serving size of like three on this pasta. That'll be enough for Chris to take to lunch and our dinner tonight. Get that going. Over here, I'm going to get the broccoli going. And it's almost dinner time. I've got the table set. I'm just going to put some Parmesan cheese out there. Oh, I have some ricotta. I may add some ricotta to my pasta. Is it any good? Do y'all like ricotta on your pasta? The thing I don't like because it's cold. Right, so I get to have some ricotta tonight. That out. I've got 2 spoons on the table for that. Do y'all eat at the table? We do. A lot of people think we're weird. We've always done that. We always eat at our dinner table. Hey, Cabos, how are you doing? Good to see you. How you been? Mushroom love. We love mushrooms. We love mushrooms. Good to see you, buddy. All right. So we're basically waiting for this to heat up. I've got my spaghetti over here. Got my rubber band to close it at the ready. Ropak, I made some bocchino peppers today, pickled. What we did harvest. So I'll be taking those Thanksgiving as part of my loot. So, yeah, that's about all. That's all I got off of that tree. I had more, but we were just trying to get the job done, you know. You know how it is. All right, so for my broccoli over here, I'm just going to do, again, olive oil. My pan's already hot. And then I'm going to drop these broccoli right in my pan here. And it'll crack and crinkle and pop and all that stuff. And we're just going to let it do that. It'll be okay. I like this way better than putting them in the oven if I have a pan. I'm really almost running out of pans tonight. But. So what I do, I just put the broccoli in there and let it kind of get dark and crispy and roasted. Get right in the pan. Right in the pan. Ooh, I'm getting hot in here. It's getting hot. I got so much going on. You hear that? Oh, it smells so good already. Everything smells good. The sauce, chicken masala, broccoli. And I only have the burner on this is above. It's between, it's just a nudge above or below medium. So on the low side. It's on the low side. We're already getting some brown, crispy roasting going on. Well, some of these I leave whole, you know, as you get towards the center. Some of the outer ones that were, you know, bigger, like this one I cut in half. Can you see I'm getting that? It's kind of hard to see that brown. It's starting to get a little brown there. The reason I like this method is that it keeps your broccoli, it gets it just tender, but it doesn't like make it soggy. And it doesn't overcook it. I really like this method. And since I saw this on like I think I was sitting at an airport or something. Had to be, because, you know, we don't have TV. So I was sitting at an airport or something and saw somebody doing it this way, and I was like, oh, that's brilliant. I used to just rinse it off too and steam it, and to steam it I'd rinse it off. I put it in a bread loaf, and then I put it in the oven, microwave for 2.5 minutes with a saran wrap over it. Perfect. Same with asparagus. That's how I do cook my asparagus. If I'm steaming it. Hey, Bopak, I think we're killing the asparagus garden this year. I think I'm done with it. Oh my gosh. Oh, the Philippines. That's right. That's right. Thank you so much. You got to check out my my chicken adobo recipe and see if I cook it right. I don't want to offend any Filipinos, but I think I do an all right job with my adobo chicken. I haven't done adobo pork yet, though. See, and these that are on the top, you want to flip them over just so they can get some more of that flavoring in them. All right, going back on. I'm going to turn that up. It's so low. Turn it up a little bit. All right, you can see here. See, they're getting roasty. Ow, roasty toasty. You can see that color there. Maybe I'll bring it closer. Come a little closer. All right. It has a little color to it. You see my trimmer there? Isn't that crazy? I get that every now and then. All right, I'm going to turn this off. Ouch. I'm going to switch them up. I'm going to put this in the center, but I'm going to drop my garlic. I just don't want it on any more heat. And once it gets about like that, then you put your garlic in there. Give it a good stir. And a little, I will put a little salt on that, just a tad. Sometimes I'll put the Kinder's that Angela Critters turned me on to. Kinder's, what is it, caramelized butter seasoning. Oh my gosh, caramelized onion butter seasoning. It is so darn good, y'all. So this is done. Now we just need to wait for our pasta water to boil. I need a bigger stove. I like Lulu's stove. That thing is huge. It's just the two of us. I don't cook very big meals anymore. So this is all basically done. Done. So delicious dinner in about an hour's time. And this dinner would cost you $20 a plate in an Italian restaurant. But it wouldn't be nearly as good. I don't know. It might be. I've had some really good chicken Marsala in my lifetime. I can't stand when you go to an Italian restaurant and they give you that packaged demi-glaze. Ugh. All right. What am I doing now? Get my garlic back over here. Almost at a boil. All right. Yes, I do. Chicken adobo is my favorite. And pancetta, of course, you know. You have to have both of those. But I've never tried making pancetta myself. So of course, the lechon, pernil, yummy yum. All right, I saw they have, I was looking through one of my flyers and they're offering a whole suckling pig. I think it was Publix offering a whole suckling pig. I haven't had one in many years. I would cook them in the ground Hawaiian style. Easiest way to cook a whole pig. Alright, so that's about a 2 serving. Maybe I'll do a double that. Easy way to seal your spaghetti box when you're done. Just take a rubber band. It is closed tight as a bug. Tight as a what? Tight as a something. Oh, as tight as a bug is saying. Oh, see, it all just fell out and nothing fell out. Oh, fudge. Oh, my back. I almost didn't come up, y'all. Holy moly. Holy moly. Alright. That going. 6. Timer. Let's still going. Oh, I should have made some garlic bread. No. Garlic bread would have been really good. I've got some whole wheat. Do I want to throw that in there? I will. I'll do some of that. We don't have bread that often. I don't know, I'm thinking about, I may make some asparagus for Thanksgiving too. Like the little asparagus cigarettes with the, you wrap them, you just wrap them in prosciutto and then wrap them in phyllo dough and bake them. They're really good. They never last long though as an appetizer. We'll have so many dang appetizers anyway. I shouldn't do this. But see, I buy these. Walmart's the only one that sells these like hoagie rolls that are whole wheat. I can't find whole wheat rolls anywhere else. Like at a regular grocery store. And they're $2.96 for a 6-pack. So they're good for sandwiches, they're good for subs, they're good for garlic toast. Super handy. I'm glad I just double checked my closing of the freezer because it was open just a hair. Alright, I guess I better get my colander ready for these. This is cooking down beautifully. Ouch. I'm just going to take the lid off at this point. Take a look. Yum. There's our chicken marsala with mushrooms, as it is. Homemade sauce from tomatoes out of the garden. We got roasted broccoli and garlic and pasta boiling. And, oh, yeah, and we have, I'll bring them to you. Just stay right there. We've got these shishito peppers that I roasted in this cast iron pan. So we pick them up, eat them with our fingers, you know. Pull the meat, keep the stem and seeds separate. Fun to eat. Alright, this is almost done here. Wow. Chris should be like right on time. You should be pulling up any moment. Oh, worked out perfectly. Let me make room in my sink over here. Oh my goodness, y'all, I cannot wait. Yum, yum, yum. All right. Right now, though, my marsala is looking like soup. Needs to thicken up. I need to cook it down a bunch. Find let me just find a bowl to put it in. So it's a thing. If it's too thin, you just boil the heck out of it. That's what I'm going to do right now, right here. And that'll thicken it up. But I want to take my meat out so I'm not like killing it. I'll just put it back in to heat it up. Once we get our sauce to a good thickness. Now you could just add cornstarch in here too. Dang it, there goes another spoon. I'm like everyone I touch today. Okay, one more piece of chicken here. One piece of chicken there. And then we're gonna cook the heck out of this now. Clean this off. Alright, I'm getting tired, man. Tired. Alright, timer off here. Let's dump this pasta. I've been cooking all day. Alright. The pasta is dumped. I need to retrieve my little rolls down here. I'm going to make them garlicky. Let those cool a minute, then I'll cut them open and throw some garlic and butter in them. Alright. Pasta here. Let me throw in some sauce so it's not going in a dry pan. There we go. Throw a little more sauce on this to coat. And then we'll put a little dollop on top, just like they do in the restaurants, right before it's served. It's not a lot of sauce, but it's enough to where this is not going to be sticking together. And it's coated, and it has flavor. Alright. Good enough. Back to the chicken. Well, back to the sauce. Back to the chicken sauce. Alright. Stir that a bit. That helps with the evaporation. See, mushrooms, they cook down to near nothing. So I'm glad I left these whole, too. Alright. Got that. Go back to our garlic bread. Get this out of the way. I don't need it. Serrated knife here. That's a serrated knife. It has a little teeth on it. That's what one of those look like. bread knife, serrated knife. It's a mini bread knife. Perfect for this. So I just put the bread in the oven because it was frozen, just enough to thaw it. Which it is. And I'm not in the mood to cut any more garlic. So all right, we got some garlic powder, we got some salt, and I've got butter over here. So I'm going to cheat, just use garlic powder. I'll taste this butter. Ooh. Wow. Oh my goodness. Okay. I would say that this Tillamook butter is as good as, almost as good as the Kerrygold. Almost. I'm just going to toss this in the microwave real quick. Just to make it easier. Melted butter. Into our melted butter, gotta add just a tad of salt. A little bit of garlic powder. Swish it around. And just spread it on your bread. Pretty straightforward. Then we'll pop these back in the oven to get toasty. Oh no, I may need some more. Really? Alright. We are ready. Alright, so this is looking so good. So good, so good. I got you. Oh, get my butter before it explodes. Isn't that the worst to me? Like, that is the worst kitchen catastrophe, is when your butter explodes in the microwave. Hands down. When it happens, I dread it. Totally dread it. Salt. Okay. Here we go. Knock this out. These are going back in. I wonder where Chris is. He must have left late. He's got a lot going on at work. Alright. Pop these babies back in. Turn this off. Leave that on. All right, folks, our chicken's going back in. Woo! All right. Good gravy. My favorite gravy. All right. Chicken Marsala at home. How much is that chicken? Chicken was $12.48, but I didn't use all of it. So I used about $9. I'll say $10 of chicken. I used about another $6 of mushrooms. I don't know how much mushrooms cost anymore. But I would assume around $3 a pack. So $9. A little bit of Marsala. It's something you won't even need a whole bottle. You just need like half to a quarter cup or whatever. And then seasonings, your flour, pantry staples. Right, so you can make this $20 a plate meal for $12, and we'll get, I'm looking at this, we may get 4 meals out of this. Look, so our gravy has kind of coated our spoon, it kind of coats now, like, into the light, come here, caramel. Coats it a little bit. It's not gravy-ish though. But now that our chicken's back in here, it may thicken up a little too. Because we still have some of that residual flour coating on the chicken. It's kind of like the Chinese equivalent of velveting the chicken. And then it also later on then acts as a thickener. But yeah, as this is cooling, it's getting thicker and thicker. Delish. Delish. So let me heat my sauce up here. I'm going to have to reheat everything here. So we got our broccoli to reheat, spaghetti over here. Ready to go. I had lost another spoon because that's what I'm doing these days. Let me taste this. Doesn't need a thing. So good. So good. All right. Well, that's all heating up. Oh, I hear Chris. So I can turn all the burners on and get things heating up again. I think I heard him. I hope I heard him. I'm hungry. I'm hungry. Maybe not. Ah, my back's killing me. Ugh. So I have one chicken breast left over, so I'll probably make a chicken salad tomorrow. That'll work. That will work. All right. I'm going to add a little moisture there so it doesn't dry out. It's looking a little dry. You don't want too much that you're gonna like overcook your pasta, but you don't want so much, so little that it dries out. Yeah, you hear that? Just a nice little sizzle there. That's exactly what we want. Let it sit on the bottom so our pasta doesn't burn. All right. And back right, we're going to put it on the lowest of lows. All right. Put my spices back away. I think I'll just put the peppers in a bowl now. They really don't need to be heated. Just put them on the table. All right, here we have roasted shishito peppers to snack on. Thought I'd turn the back burner on though. Apparently not. Get our sauce good and hot again. But that's it, y'all. That's dinner for tonight. So Chris should be pulling up any time now. And we'll be sitting down to this lovely dinner. I will, I don't know, I may replace the photo with a thumbnail on my plate once I get it all served up. So this can go off though. This is done. Oh no, that's done. This is on. Okay. So yeah, that's it, folks. Nice meal. Impress your guest, impress your family, impress yourself. Treat yourself. Have this wonderful meal, and thanks for coming by. I really appreciate it. Support each other. I really appreciate your support here. It means the world to me. I know I have a lot of new subscribers, so welcome, welcome to all of you. And I hope you have a great week. Who is in here? Let me read some comments real quick before Chris gets home. We have a little bit. I'm a mess. Look at me. Calm down on the salt. I know, dude. I know. I put a little in the broccoli. There's none in the butter. I put a little in the broccoli and just a little in the garlic butter. That's it. There's no salt in my sauce. There's no salt in the mushroom or the chicken dish because there's wine. It doesn't need any. And then the broccoli needs a little bit of salt, dude. Garlic bread needs a little bit of salt. My glasses are a mess. So, but I appreciate it that you love me. You'll find that, like Mrs. Angela Critters, she's not a salt person either. Neither one of us. We don't buy salted butter. So we're very picky about that stuff. I mean, a lot of stuff's bad for your health. So there's that. So yeah, I appreciate all the thumbs up, y'all. Y'all are just awesome. I really appreciate it. So y'all have a good one. Love y'all. Take it easy. That's what my name means. Take it easy, as in, it's not that I had an easy life. It's that you just need to take things easy in life. And, my stuff is small stuff. You don't have to sweat it. So, all right. Love you guys. Bye. Thanks for coming in. Love ya.